So now what's going to happen is I am going to slice up my mushrooms, and I'm going to quarter them. And one of the things you want to do when it comes to mushrooms, which I've already done, is you want to take like a paper towel. You don't have to do this for all of them, but if there's like little black spots or something, you can like clean them up. So you want to make sure that you remove any of that dirt that might have found its way onto those mushrooms. Yes, it's kind of fun to eat dirt, but it's you know, I don't know. I just like to have things clean. I don't want unnecessary like things to make it into my cooking. So,
you know, my dad used to tell me when I was a kid that if I ate more dirt, I would grow to be taller. Is that true?
You are pretty tall. So how much dirt did you really eat? All right. So when I prepare mushrooms, how I like to do it is I like to keep the bottom side down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to quarter them, I'm going to slice in half, and then I'm going to slice one more time. So I make it look like, so I'm quartering those up. So again, this nice and easy. Doesn't have to be for time. But again, you can kind of, I'm still holding the knife, pinching the knife at the bottom. I'm never letting go of that. So when they, you know, so obviously I'm wearing a CrossFit shirt, but so I'm a big CrossFit guy. And when you do like Olympic lifts, like snatch or clean and jerks, they always want you to use a hook grip. And so I try to say like pinch the body, like it's, I know people are kind of, I can be annoying when I coach, like get the hook grip. And I'm also that way in the kitchen when it comes to the knife. Like you got to pinch it on the bottom, pinch it on the bottom.
So you're saying there's a cross between CrossFit and culinary art?
Yeah. Yes, 100%. Has Trevin or Kellen, have they ever cooked mushrooms before?
I don't think so. Cut maybe, not this way. That's why I was looking over at Trevin to see if he's watching.
So you could do it other ways too, where you could, you know, I'll just do this for the sake of learning. But for slicing, what I would do for slicing is I would point the stem of the mushroom towards me, and then I would just always try to find some flat surface on which to cut. So to like the cut mushroom, I suppose you could go this way too. But I always like to have it a little bit tilted. And then I just go to town. All right, so we've got a few more mushrooms to cut up here. And again, Troy, what do you have to share about mushrooms? I know we've been, you know, kind of reading some interesting things out there about food as medicine. Like, what do you know about mushrooms that's healthy and why you want to eat mushrooms?
To be honest with you, Nick, that's one I don't know that much about. I know growing up as a kid, we had a lot of morels that we would hunt for in our backyard. And so, you know, my dad early on taught us about safety of which mushrooms to eat and which ones don't.
Will you please share that information for anybody out there that's in the woods, that's lost and is hungry?
But you know, when you're a kid and you're in the woods and you're on the farm or wherever you are, like there's always wild fruit or veggies or anything of that nature. So I just have to be cautious of what you're eating. My dad actually ate some wild berries one time, and I had to go get his stomach pumped. Yep. So that's an example of, you know, eating something that is potentially poisonous.
Wow. I remember being on a long hike in Alaska with a tour guide, and I think I wish I would remember for sure with 100% certainty, but I think he said if it has ribs on the bottom, you don't want to eat it. I think that's what he said.
There you go. That's more simple to remember than any type of kind of mushroom or anything. So.
All right, so I've got the mushrooms all quartered up.